Hey everyone, we're doing a first impressions today. No intro, let's just do this. I'm going to try some products from Fenty and Pixi and some of the new stuff from NARS, some Nude by Nature and a palette from Bare Minerals. Oh, the light is really glary today. Anyway, so we're going to do first impressions. I haven't used, actually that's a lie, I've used this once before, but everything else is brand new to me. And let's just get started. My first impression so far is my hair is just mental today. I don't know what's going on. Okay, let's go. So we're gonna start off with this is from Pixi. You guys know I love Pixi makeup, but I also like the Pixi skincare. I'm really lucky enough to be on their PR list and they send me their new stuff all the time, which is so good. Anyway, so this is the On The Glow Multi-Use Moisture Stick, and it's very interesting. Look at that. So I love the colour scheme of everything Pixi. This like turny thing kind of just, I love it. I'm a little bit obsessed with it. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that all over my skin. Oh, it feels kind of like a primer. But it feels also kind of, not greasy, but like a balm. No scent I can detect. It's described as like a travel-friendly solid moisturizer. So that's pretty cool. Like you can bring that with you and not worry about anything spilling anywhere. But I wonder if it would melt. I don't know. Okay, so for primer, this isn't a full size. I got this at Meccaland. This is the NARS Pore and Shine Control Primer. So let's give that one a go because we're using quite a dewy foundation today. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of that. I've never tried this before, so it's a bit exciting. Oh, it's kind of like, it kind of has a slight alcohol smell. It's not one of those ones that goes tacky, like I'm not feeling any tackiness. I'm feeling like a really cooling feeling. I shouldn't talk when I'm pressing my nose. Anyway, I'm feeling a really cooling feeling. And kind of like a soft matte finish. I'm looking so pale. You guys know how much I really like, oh my hair is crazy. You guys know how much I really like Bobbi Brown. And so I asked to try out their stick. This is the Skin Foundation Stick. I really like the liquid version of this formula. And yeah, there's quite a bit actually in there. I'm not sure how we're going to go with this colour. I kind of have a bit of a love-hate. Oh, that's orange, isn't it? You can't see this. Oh, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this because it's looking pretty orange. We might have to mix it with something else, which is a shame because I really wanted to see how this felt. This is way too orange for me. This is the shade Golden Beige. Okay, once I buff it out, it actually doesn't look as orange as I was afraid it would. I've said before that Bobbi Brown foundations are kind of on the more natural side of things. They're definitely like buildable, but full coverage is not really something I associate with Bobbi Brown. When I wear foundations like this, I am a bit of a full coverage kind of girl, but when I wear foundations like this, I tend to just use a little bit more concealer than normal, and it ends up looking great. Let's go for a little bit more. This is either going to make me look just a little bit more even, or it's going to make me look orange. Let's see. It feels like barely there. I can't feel foundation on my skin. So far, the shade, like the colour, it's not correct, but it actually turned out to be okay. only because it is more of a sheer foundation. Coverage where I have a blemish and my famous under eyes. I'm finding because my hair is darker now, I don't know if you noticed that, but because my hair is darker, I'm looking a lot more washed out. This is natural light, but I'm looking a little bit blown out. Okay, I actually really like that. Let's add some powder. Next we're going to go with a palette that was gifted to me at Makerland. And this is the Go Gorgeous palette from Bare Minerals. And this is what it looks like inside. And, oh, it's hard to see. But I really like that it's not too warm and then not too cool. It's got a really nice mixture of cool and warm. But it's still, I think it's predominantly kind of more on the cool side. But yeah, you can definitely get a little bit of warmth. And the first thing I'm going to do is grab Beige for Days, which is a really kind of nice lightish kind of bronzer. If you have skin, like a skin tone which is darker than mine, you might struggle with this, but let's just see. I haven't even swatched this. Alright, so I'm just going to tap into that. Do you ever change your hair and then almost immediately regret it? So I mentioned all over social media and stuff that I actually got hair extensions a couple of weeks ago, and there's no extra length to my hair. I just got a bit of volume because I've got quite thin hair here on the front sides, and the extensions were quite a lot darker than my hair. My hair was a dark brown, but I kind of laid off doing much to it for a while. I really wanted to grow out the old balayage stuff. And so the bottoms were, like the bottom was a lot lighter than the top still. And all I was doing was roots, and I was doing it myself. Anyway, so the extensions that they put in, love them. They're gorgeous. Like, I've got no complaints. Other than they keep slipping a little bit, but I think that might just be my hair. They were darker. They were like a soft black. Like, they weren't jet black, but they were a soft black. And you could definitely see a difference between my hair and that hair. Everyone I talked to who I told I had extensions when I got them, they were like, really? You can't even see it? It looks so natural. I'm using quite a bit of this to warm my face up a bit, and I'll tell you why in a sec. Anyway, so I went back this last week to actually get my hair dyed. My roots were coming out really, like, I've got some greys coming through the front, and I'm really itchy today. Anyway, I wanted to get my roots done, and I was thinking about going darker. Anyway, I did, and I just feel like, because it's darker now, like on camera, you can't see any definition in my hair. It just looks like a bunch of like dark hair. And also I feel like the camera, I'm just in natural light. And also I feel like now, because my hair is so dark, nothing's showing up on my face. Like, I'm just in natural light. It's not direct light. It's just like cool middle of the day light. And I'm feeling a little washed out on camera. And also a little bit in real life too. But I'm thinking, I've only washed it once. I washed it last night for the first time. And I'm thinking as it fades a little bit, it might look a little softer. So, yes. Anyway, so I'm putting a little bit more bronzer than I usually do, just to try and warm it up. And this is looking quite nice, although it's a little bit, it might be a little bit orange. Let's get up nice and close so you can see what I'm talking about. There we go. Here's a really good representation of what my skin looks like right now. I'm just going to use that same brush and go into the blush shade, and that's called Call My Blush. This looks like it's actually a really nice travel palette, but as I said, not if you have skin that's any like significantly darker than mine. I think even medium skin, that bronzer is going to show up just like a little bit of warmth rather than much colour. Blush is pretty though. Yeah, so since my hair is darker, I'm using a lot more blush and bronzer to try and bring some light into my skin. These are completely matte. They're blending out really nicely. All right, let's leave it there for now with the face stuff, and we'll go on to eyes because this does have 8 eyeshadows in it as well, and it looks like there are 5 mattes. Oh god, this is impossible. All right, so we have matte, 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 and then shimmer, shimmer, shimmer. Okay, and we'll go with like a rosy pink look, just for something different, you know. That's what I always do. Okay, so I'll just grab that pale colour. Is it white? It looks like it's just not 100% white. The formula is quite sheer. And then I'm going to grab a mixture of Bare Minerals. Why are you doing this to me? A mixture of these two. And stick that in the crease. Alright, this is a very subtle palette. This is going to be perfect for someone who is just getting into makeup and who wants something really natural, like very young, very fresh looking. Or actually, maybe even on the opposite spectrum, someone who's a little more mature and wants something very natural and soft, because this is definitely like a softening, like everything is very soft and subtle and very pretty. But if you want high impact, maybe this isn't for you. I mean, look, on the day-to-day basis, I wear very soft makeup. Just because, you know, I'm going to work, and not there's any rules about what I can and can't wear to work, but often I'm in a rush. So these kind of soft tones look best, especially if you haven't got a million years to blend. I'm going to grab that softer brown shade and go in the outer edge, just using the same brush. Alright, I'm going to pick up this pink shimmer shade, which is practically impossible to film. Just stick that on the lids. Okay, just soft and muted pink look. With that, I'm gonna actually I'll put a little bit of that darker shade underneath. So it's a very pretty soft palette. I don't know, for me personally and my preferences and what I have in my collection, if I would outlay the money for this one, but certainly if you really like this kind of look and you don't have a lot of very subtle makeup, this might be something that works for you. Pretty foolproof, I have to say, and quite pretty. I'm going to do my brows. I don't have anything new for that, so I'll be back in a second with some completed brows. And then for highlighter, this might be a little over the top, but I've got a new shade of the Fenty Kilowatt. I've got that soft shade there is Girl Next Door, and then the other shade is Chic Freak. Really pretty. You can see I've swatched them, and they very much go with this look today. I think I'm definitely going to use Girl Next Door because my makeup is very soft today. So I'll put pick that up on a Wayne Goss. And even just the smallest amount looks so glowy. This is a lot cooler than I thought it was going to be. When I swatched it, I thought this shade looked a little warmer. This shade definitely gives you more of a glow. Oh, actually no, it does give you a bit of a blinding highlight. I'm just going to put that around my face because I'm looking a little flat. And then, I don't know if this is going to be too much for this look, but let's just give it a go. I really like that. That's really pretty. I was going to give these a try as well, but I think I've achieved as much glow as this look really needs. You know what I might do? I might stick it in my inner corners. So this is the new Rose Quartz shade from Mega Max. It's a really pretty pink. I'm actually grabbing it really sheer and I'm actually going to put it on because more is more right now. With this look, it's so subtle. And let's add some more. I'm sticking it under my brow as well. I've got a mascara from Pretty Vulgar. This is the For Reals. It's a brush that I like. It's like a traditional brush, but it's got that curvy look. Oh, I actually really like this. It's kind of a more dry formula. You know how sometimes you open a new mascara and it's kind of still very liquidy and it takes a few goes until you really enjoy it because it's dried out a bit. This is already a bit dry, but I wonder if that means it'll dry out really quickly. It's giving me really good lashes though, I have to say. Okay. Alright, I've got a lipstick from Nude by Nature. It is a very typical me colour, and also it is going to fit perfectly with this look because this has turned out to be it's actually kind of like a soft glam, very soft, and quite pink. And I didn't really plan it to be super pink, but that's okay. I'm not going to bother lining, it's quite a soft colour. By the way, that colour was Dusty Rose, which describes me perfectly. I've also got one of the lip glosses in Dusk, just to add a little bit more dimension. Oh, it's a bit juicy. I was going to use the NARS lip oil as well, well, on top of the lipstick, but I used the lip gloss instead. I've got this is a Meccaland like special edition. This is the All Nighter in the scent something solstice, summer solstice. Smells like a cocktail. All right, and we're done. What we have here is a very natural, soft look. I'm looking down at myself in the mirror. Yeah, the only thing that's kind of bold is my brows, and that's not a new product. Let's have a look nice up and close. Everything looks kind of very pretty and soft and glowy, and let's go through all the products one by one and have a look at what I think. Okay, starting off with the moisture stick. I wouldn't use this as my only moisturizer. I think it's a really great thing to have on the go. This would be great on a plane actually, because it's got it's almost like a barrier kind of feeling. It feels like it's gonna lock everything in. So yeah, I really like this one. The primer, I think, I don't feel anything amazing about it, but it did well. It laid down very well. It didn't seem to peel or do anything like that. It made my skin feel good. I think the combination of these two worked. I think these two together worked really well. What else? So then we went in with the Bobbi Brown Stick Foundation in the Skin Foundation stick. The shade was a little off for me. However, it ended up working well because it is a kind of more natural finish. You can definitely see my moles show through. I'll call them beauty spots. So it's not full coverage. It looks like my skin. It looks like kind of blurred version of my skin, so that's pretty cool. Then we went in with the Go Gorgeous palette, and I feel like this is, like, I'm very happy with how my skin looks and my eye makeup and everything else like that, but it's very, very subtle. It might be something that you'd like to travel with simply because it has a lot of stuff in it, and there's no reason why you couldn't use one of these shimmers as a highlighter. But if you are after more dramatic makeup, then this is one you'll give a miss because it is quite sheer. Buildable but sheer, so no high impact colour there. The Fenty Kilowatt Duo in Girl Next Door and Chic Freak, I actually really, really like the Chic Freak. I wasn't going to use that one at first, but it ended up just sort of adding a lot to the look, so that is definitely a winner. I think this might be my favourite out of all of the others. I've purchased two by myself, and this one was gifted. I think this might actually be my favourite one. What else? I thought this might be a bit much, but actually it added, again, some prettiness and some sheen on top of what is quite a more natural look, and so I really like the shade of that. I'm going to give this some more goes because I think it's beautiful. Lipstick, it's a really pretty shade. It's not going to last very long because it's quite a creamy, slippy kind of lipstick, but the shade is beautiful. It smells nice. It looks nice. So that's from Nude by Nature. And then I actually really like the gloss from Nude by Nature. I think it's not sticky at all. It almost feels a little like an oil, but it looks really nice. It's added a nice sheen. What else have we got? The mascara. Hello, this looks like it's working really well. It gave my lashes a lot of definition and lift. I didn't curl them first. So this one is a winner, I think. And then the Urban Decay All Nighter, it's the standard formula. It's just got an added scent, which is really nice. So I think that's everything. Yeah, thanks to those brands for sending that stuff through. All right, thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye.